Hi, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a really complex and troubling situation involving Blake Lively, the SNL 50th season premiere, and allegations surrounding Justin Baldoni. It's a story with layers of legal drama, social media manipulation, and questions about power in Hollywood. We'll be exploring Blake Lively's withdrawal from hosting SNL's 50th season premiere, which was supposed to be a major highlight, and the allegations against Justin Baldoni, her director in It Ends With Us. These allegations include not only on-set misconduct, but also a coordinated smear campaign. We want to understand the full scope of this situation, discussing the legal aspects, the social media tactics employed, and the broader implications for the entertainment industry. Mark, you've been following the legal developments closely. Can you set the stage for us? How did Blake Lively's SNL exit become intertwined with these allegations against Justin Baldoni?
Absolutely, Hope. Initially, the official line was that Blake Lively had to withdraw from hosting the SNL 50th season premiere due to scheduling conflicts. That's the standard PR response, right? But then, things took a dramatic turn. Leaked legal filings revealed a very different story. These documents suggested that Blake's decision to step down from SNL was directly linked to a coordinated effort to discredit her. This effort was allegedly orchestrated by Justin Baldoni's team, following her complaints about his behavior on the set of It Ends With Us. According to the filings, Baldoni's PR team allegedly launched a campaign to flood social media with negative narratives, painting Blake as difficult and unreasonable. They targeted parenting forums with claims that she was prioritizing her career over her children, and also manipulated Reddit threads to suggest that she was making unreasonable demands regarding script changes, all for the sake of awards consideration. The legal documents outline in detail the alleged tactics used, including the creation of fake social media accounts and the strategic planting of negative stories in various media outlets. This wasn't just a case of casual gossip. The filings suggest that it was a deliberate and calculated attempt to damage her reputation and her career. And the stakes were incredibly high, given the prestige of hosting SNL's 50th season premiere and the potential impact on her future opportunities. It's alleged that this had a direct impact, costing her the SNL gig. Allison, given your expertise in social media and online trends, can you give us some insight into how these types of campaigns operate and how unusual they are?
What's really disturbing here is how systematically organized this alleged smear campaign was, Mark. The court documents reveal that Baldoni's team hired specialized PR firms with experience in reputation recalibration, which is a euphemism for actively manipulating public perception. This is a tactic that we've seen becoming increasingly common since the Depp Heard trial, which, unfortunately, set a precedent for how online narratives can be shaped and weaponized. These firms allegedly used sophisticated techniques, including AI-powered tools, to create and manage fake fan accounts that spread negative information about Blake's parenting and her marriage to Ryan Reynolds. But what's particularly alarming is the focus on platforms like Reddit, where anonymous posts can gain a lot of traction through strategic upvoting and manipulation of algorithms. One leaked internal memo even bragged about making Blake's trailer demands a national trending topic by gaming the system and exploiting vulnerabilities in the platform's algorithms. These types of campaigns are designed to create a false sense of consensus, making it seem like there's widespread public disapproval of the target when in reality, it's being manufactured behind the scenes. This shows just how easily community trust in these niche forums can be exploited and weaponized for malicious purposes. What's also concerning is the sophistication of these tactics, which makes it incredibly difficult for the average person to discern what's real and what's fabricated. Hope, you've mentioned Blake's original claims of misconduct. How do these accusations tie into the broader picture of the smear campaign and its impact on her career?
That's a crucial connection, Allison. The legal filings allege that Blake Lively's decision to come forward with her complaints about Justin Baldoni's on-set behavior triggered this retaliatory smear campaign. Her lawsuit claims that Baldoni and his team launched this campaign specifically to discredit her and undermine her career after she reported his alleged misconduct, which included unwanted physical contact during improvisations and inappropriate comments about consent. She also stated that he and the producer would enter her trailer uninvited when she was changing or breastfeeding. These are all things that, if accurate, are incredibly unacceptable. Her legal team argues that the smear campaign and the resulting damage to her reputation directly led to the loss of the SNL hosting gig and other professional opportunities. In essence, they are arguing that the smear campaign was a deliberate attempt to silence her and punish her for speaking out. This raises serious questions about the power dynamics in Hollywood and the lengths to which some individuals and organizations are willing to go to protect their reputations and silence those who challenge them. Mark, in your experience, how does this situation compare to other whistleblower cases in Hollywood? And what does it say about the industry's response to allegations of misconduct?
Unfortunately, what we're seeing here represents a troubling evolution in how these types of cases are handled in Hollywood. In the past, the focus was often on silencing the accuser through non-disclosure agreements and other legal tactics. But now we're seeing a more proactive and aggressive approach, where the accused party actively attempts to discredit the accuser using sophisticated digital tools and PR strategies. The legal filings suggest that Baldoni's team allegedly spent a significant amount of money, reportedly $1.2 million, on these fake social engagement tactics. This is a staggering amount, especially when you consider that it's alleged to be 10 times more than Blake Lively's salary for It Ends With Us. What's particularly insidious about this approach is that it exploits the growing distrust of traditional media by planting negative stories in what appear to be more authentic spaces, such as mommy blogs and online forums. This makes it more difficult for people to discern what's real and what's manufactured, and it creates a climate of doubt and suspicion. It is important to remember that the Pew Research Center found that a vast majority of Americans distrust the media. This then becomes easily exploited. As a result, even though Blake Lively has taken legal action and is fighting back, she's being framed as litigious, furthering the harm that's being done. Allison, do you think this kind of proactive discrediting could have a chilling effect, discouraging others from coming forward with their own experiences of misconduct?
Absolutely, Mark. Without a doubt, the potential for online retaliation is a major deterrent for many people who have experienced harassment or misconduct. The National Women's Law Center has found that a significant percentage of survivors choose to remain silent due to fear of the repercussions, and it's likely that this number will only increase in the wake of cases like this. What this situation highlights is that even A-list celebrities, who have significant resources and a platform to speak out, are not immune to these kinds of attacks. If someone like Blake Lively can be targeted and subjected to this level of online harassment, it sends a chilling message to others who may be considering coming forward. It also raises important ethical questions about the responsibilities of social media platforms and PR firms in preventing the spread of misinformation and protecting individuals from online abuse. The resources required to fight back are not readily accessible to a large portion of the population, putting them in a difficult and vulnerable position. Hope, how has the entertainment industry reacted to these revelations? And what steps, if any, are being taken to address these issues?
Well, Allison, I think it's fair to say that the industry is in damage control mode. Major studios are now scrambling to implement new policies and procedures to address these issues. For example, the Directors Guild of America has fast-tracked new rules requiring the presence of third-party monitors on sets where there have been reports of harassment or misconduct. Some streaming platforms like Netflix and Amazon are now mandating digital reputation audits for potential projects. This would mean checking whether actors or crew members have a history of using smear tactics online. However, these measures have also drawn criticism from some quarters, with concerns being raised that they could lead to increased surveillance and potential violations of privacy. It's a delicate balance. There's also a growing debate about the role that social media platforms should play in regulating online content and preventing the spread of misinformation. Mark, what do you see as the long-term implications of this case for SNL-wide, Justin Baldoni, and the It Ends With Us franchise?
This has certainly cast a shadow over SNL's 50th season hope. There are now serious questions about their vetting process and whether they were aware of the allegations against Baldoni and the potential smear campaign against Blake Lively before offering her the hosting gig. The It Ends With Us franchise has also been significantly impacted. The film's box office numbers dropped dramatically after the allegations surfaced, suggesting that audiences are becoming increasingly aware of and rejecting real-life toxicity, particularly when it's associated with narratives that are supposed to be feminist or empowering. Baldoni's spin-off series has been canceled, further demonstrating the reputational damage he has suffered. On the other hand, Blake Lively's production company has reportedly seen a surge in funding, which suggests that many fans are expressing their support for her by investing in her projects. This highlights the power of consumers to hold individuals and companies accountable through their purchasing decisions. Allison, do you see any silver linings emerging from this situation, or is it all just a bleak picture of Hollywood's darker side?
Well, Mark, it's certainly a challenging situation, but there are a few potential positives to take away from it. One is the increased transparency that has resulted from the legal proceedings. The lawsuit has forced PR firms to disclose their tactics and the extent to which they engage in paid astroturfing campaigns. This is a significant step towards greater accountability and could help to deter similar behavior in the future. Another positive development is the renewed attention being given to the Safe Self Act, which aims to criminalize revenge PR tactics and provide greater protection for individuals who are targeted by online harassment. Additionally, Blake Lively's decision to donate her settlement from the lawsuit to organizations that combat online harassment sends a powerful message and sets an important precedent for others to follow. All of these can act as a method of positive change. Hope, as we wrap up this discussion, what are your final thoughts on how to balance the need for privacy with the importance of accountability in these types of situations?
It's a really delicate balancing act, Allison. On the one hand, public figures need to understand that they will be subject to scrutiny and criticism. On the other hand, we need to be vigilant about protecting individuals from malicious attacks and the weaponization of online narratives. I think the solution lies in creating a more transparent and accountable online environment, where social media platforms are held responsible for the content that is shared on their sites and where individuals are empowered to challenge and debunk misinformation. It's also crucial to promote critical thinking skills so that people are better equipped to evaluate the information they encounter online and to resist the influence of propaganda and manipulation. And as always, we need to remember that there are real people behind these stories and that their lives and careers can be deeply impacted by what is said and done online. Thanks to you both for your insights. And to our viewers, thank you for joining us for this important conversation. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay critical.
Those are wise words, Hope. And let's all remember to support artists and creators who prioritize ethical behavior over everything else. There are resources available if you want to help combat these issues. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Thank you, Hope and Mark, for this thought-provoking discussion. Let's continue advocating for accountability, both on-screen and behind the scenes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective on this issue. Until next time,